Hi there, beautiful souls watching. Thank you. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So, this one is about getting information from an object via the sense of touch. This was one of my first exercises in the mediumship trainment. And our teachers made us sit in a circle as small groups, and we were with 4 or 5 people. And then they walked around and gave into every circle, into every group, an item, an object. They knew the story of very well. So this is important. You can't use an item where you don't know the story of, because then you have no reference points to validate your perceptions. So we were sitting in the group, and one of the teachers gave us an old silver pocket watch. So we got this watch and we handed it around. Everybody in the group was taking it for a while, holding it in the hand and touching it. And so what I got when I touched this pocket watch, it was a silver old-fashioned pocket watch, and I opened the lid and looked at it with my 3D eyes because I wanted to understand a bit more before I sense into it and feel into it. And the funny thing was, there was an engraving, just initials, and the glass was missing. When you opened up the lid, there was no glass as a shelter guarding the pointers of the watch. It was no glass. So you opened up and directly you had the pointers of the watch, and you could even touch and feel them. So that was kind of strange, and I thought maybe it's broken because it's old and they didn't fix it, whatever, what you think in your head. Then I closed my eyes and focused my attention and my sense of touch into that pocket watch that I hold in the left hand. And the first sensation I felt was my hand was getting very warm. And this warmth was kind of flowing up through the left arm until it reached the heart. And it made my heart very warm, and it felt kind of loving. And then I saw a faint picture of an old man, kind of the grandpa type with totally white hair. And yeah, that was it. So I said what I perceived. And then the next person told what he or she perceived, and there were different perceptions. So the next one was getting images as well, and said, well, I'm in a room, a very big living room, and it's old-fashioned furniture. And I look out through very big windows onto some kind of park with grass and bushes and trees, and that's all that I get. And the next one said, well, I'm getting a very big old standing tower. Watch, these old big towers of clocks they had in former times. And he said, and he heard the sound of this watch when it was ringing the full hour. And the next one got an old man, the picture of an old face, kind of grandpa style, an old man around 70 or 80 with totally white hair, and some other things I don't remember, but these were the main impressions, sensations, and perceptions the group got. And we put it all together. after everybody had told what he or she perceived. And we couldn't make sense of it, of course. And then the teacher came and solved the riddle. And he told us the story behind this old pocket watch. He said, "This is a watch I got handed by my father, and he got handed by his grandfather. So it's kind of a male family heritage item that was more or less common in other centuries, to give the watch from the father to the son." And he said the grandfather, he was nearly blind, so he could not read the clock exactly. That's why the glass was missing. So he could open the pocket watch and touch the pointers to know what time it is. And to have his pocket watch always on the correct time, they had in their house this big standing clock that was giving the right time, and he also related to this standing watch. And so that made sense with the perception of some other persons. That was very interesting. And then our teacher told us that the grandpa had lived in a very big house near to a park, and the furniture was described exactly from the living room, and also the view from out the windows to the park. So the thing is, everybody gets something, and you get different pictures, and you don't have to get the same information as the other trainee sitting next to you in the group. But when you put them all together and the teacher told the story, so then every single perception of every person made sense, and they all got an aspect, like the relation between the pocket watch and the standing clock, because they were related by time. The grandfather always verified his pocket watch time with the standing clock time. And the view from the windows to the park was right, and even what I got was right, because I felt like this clock was given with love, because I felt the warmth, which you can translate always as a positive, loving, warming feeling. And I saw the picture of where it came from, the grandfather, because our teacher described the grandfather exactly like we saw him in an inner picture in front of our inner eyes. So I think this is very important to show you that you don't doubt your first impressions, which are mostly right. The heart knows before the head and thought kicks in and trying to doubt and analyze and tear everything apart and leave you confused. Trust your heart. The first thing, the first impression you get is mostly the right information. And it's not about being right with what you perceived and the others are wrong. Everybody got a piece of the whole jigsaw puzzle, and it only works if we all put our puzzle pieces together. And I think that's a great analogy, because understanding how reality works, the cosmos, the universe, and everything within it, like me and you and everything that is also like we are one of the puzzle pieces, and what we know or have experienced makes out our puzzle piece, but we have to put it together with other ones to get more of the whole picture. So that was what I wanted to share. I hope you find something helpful or maybe inspiring in that. Thank you very much for watching, beautiful souls. Blessings, love and light onto your soul path. Bye.